Sitaram International School. This is your Sindhu ma'am going to take science for you. Hi dears, how are you? Very good morning all of you. I hope you are all fine. And also I am very happy because you done your work well. Very good dears, super. Keep it up. Now we're going to talk about an interesting topic, fiber to fabric. Before start the class, we need to refresh our mind, right? Okay, dears, let's go to play. Yes, can you guess what the picture say? Yes, this is a game. This is a connection word. You need to connect the two picture. What is that first? Foot, ball. Yes, very good. Football. Football is the correct answer. See the next one. Can you guess what is this? Yes, very good. Cricket. Then see this bus, cat, ball. Yes, very good. Basketball. See this box, sing. Boxing. Very good, yes. Okay, what is this? The first picture is wall. E. Ball. Yes, volleyball. Next one is table tennis. Yes, correct answer. Very good. Very good, dears. In last chapter, what we discussed about? Yes, we discussed about nutrition and nutrients in food, right? Okay. Today we talked about an interesting topic, fabric to fiber. Sorry, fiber to fabric. Fiber. About fiber. What is fiber? Yes, which is long continuous thread or filament. That is called fiber. Okay, dears. How we get the cloths? From textile shop. Yes, very good. How the shopkeepers get the cloths from industries. Okay. How it is made? How it is make? Yes, now we would talk about the process of cloth making. Okay. Are you ready? Yes. The fiber classify into two things. Natural and artificial or man-made. Okay. Okay, dears. What is the source of food? Yes, very good. Plants and animals. We get the food from plant and animals. It has a name, no? What is that? Yeah, we saw in previous chapter, right? Yes, very good. Obvious sources. Likewise, the fiber obtained from the plants and animals are called natural fiber. Example of natural fiber: cotton, silk, jute and wool. Okay. The next one is man-made fiber. These are synthesized in laboratory. Okay. Example of man-made: nylon, acrylic, polyester, rayon. Okay. And first we discussed about fiber from plants. Okay. So how many types of fibers? Natural fibers and man-made fibers. Right. What is natural fibers? Yes, the fibers which are obtained from plants and animals are called natural fibers. Can you say any example? Cotton, jute, silk. Okay. What is man-made fibers? The fibers are synthesized in laboratory. That is called man-made fiber. Okay, can you say any examples of man-made fibers? Polyester, very good. Nylon, superb, dears. So fibers from plants. plant fibers is mainly composed of cellulose and cellulose fibers. These are most commonly used to make paper and cloth. See this, what is that? Jute. Yes. Jute fiber is obtained only from the stem of jute plant. It's a stem of the plant. Okay. It is shiny and long fiber. How does it look like? It is very shiny, browny color. Right. It is grown in only rainy season. It is soft fiber. It's harvesting in flowering stage. When we need to harvest the jute plant in this flowering stage, okay, then it can grows in alluvial soil. What is alluvial soil? Where it is found? Do you know? Yes, very good. That is delta regions, especially Ganga, Brahmaputra. Do you know Ganga, Brahmaputra rivers? Yes, perennial rivers. Yes, that delta regions. Okay. So what happening there? The process of jute. How the jute fiber separate from the plant? Yes, the process is called retting. Okay. The bundles are made to sink in stagnant water. Few days it sink in the water. After few days, that gummy skin rots out from separate fibers. The jute fiber is separate from the stem. This process is called retting. This is a proper way. Okay. In our country, West Bengal, Haryana, Punjab, they are producing of jute state. Okay. The next plant is cotton plant. Yes. How does it look like? Yeah, like a snow, right? Okay, dears, do you know which is Manchester of Tamil Nadu? Yes, very good, Coimbatore. Okay, which is Manchester of India? Ahmedabad. Okay, dears, what is Manchester? You know well, Manchester of Tamil Nadu is Coimbatore, Manchester of India is Ahmedabad. Okay, what is Manchester? Yes, the famous of cotton cloths. Okay, that is called Manchester. How the cotton obtained from their plants? Normally cotton plants is a small or middle-sized woody body. Okay, this is classified into shrub. What is shrub? Yeah, it is small. Okay, small plant. That is called shrub, right? Okay. If you look like a field with white cotton, it looks like a covered snow. Do you like? Yes, it's a very whitey, like a rabbit. So the first step is the cotton balls are picked by hand. We need to pick the cotton balls from the plant. This is the first step. Next, the seeds are separated from fibers by combing. Do you know the plants? Cotton plant have some seeds, black seeds like a pepper. Yes, we need to separate the seeds from the cotton plant. This process is called combing. Then it has another name. This process is called ginning of cotton. Okay. In previously, ginning was done by hand, but however these days it done by ginning machine. We have some modern machines. It helps to ginning. We get cotton fiber. Next, the cotton fibers are used for making cloths. The most soft and breathable textiles are making from this cotton. What is textile? Textile shop. You know textile shop. That is cloth shop, right? What is textile? What is the meaning of textile? The word textile means flexible material. We can the cloths are flexible, right? So that is flexible material made from fibers. That is called textile. Okay, dears, where we use the cottons? Yes, pillow, very good. Cloths, mattresses, bed sheets. Okay, dears, very good. In our country, Punjab, Haryana, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, and Tamil Nadu, these states are producing cotton in our country. Okay, so what is the process? First one is, yes, cotton ball picked from the plant. Then next one is combing. So ginning, cording, clearing and separating of fibers stuck together. Okay, in this ginning process, in this cording process, what happened? Clearing and separating of fibers stuck together. Next, that spinning, drawing yarn thread from cotton fiber. So yes, in ginning, that seeds separated from the cotton. Next, cording. Cording means purified, clearing that. Okay. Next, uh, spinning, drawing yarn thread from the cotton fiber. Next, the fabric to cloth. Okay. See this following video, dears.
Spinning cotton yarn. We have variety of things made of cotton. For example, clothes, bed sheets, towels, fishing nets, tents, etc. In order to make these things, we cannot use cotton fibers directly. It is because they does not have required length and strength. We need to convert cotton fibers into yarn. The process of making yarn from cotton fibers is called spinning. You can do it at your home as well. Here is a method. Take some cotton and remove seeds from it. With one hand, pull some fibers from the cotton and twist them continuously. By doing so, fibers come close to each other. They hold each other tightly and we get a long string. The long and strong string obtained by twisting fibers together is cotton yarn. Fabric is made from yarn. We get variety of fabric based on amount of twist in the yarn. For example, low twist makes soft, bulky and velvety fabric, while very high twist makes silky, shiny fabric. In general, average twist is used to make most common fabrics. A simple device used for making yarn is hand spindle. It is also called dakli. A famous hand-operated device is charkha. Mahatma Gandhi popularized it during independence movement. Nowadays, spinning machines are used to produce yarn on large quantity. These machines produce yarn with good quality. Here we complete this topic. Visit learnfatafat.com for more such interesting videos. You can now download Learn Fatafat Android app. For better learning, you can also buy your free.
Okay, dears, how the cotton obtained from their plants? What happening there is the process: ginning, cording, spinning, and weaving. Okay. What is the next source of fiber? Yes, very good. Animals. Can you say any example? Yes, silk and wool. Silk and wool are common animal fibers. Where the silk comes? Yes, from silkworm. Likewise, wool. How we get the wool? Do you know? Baba, black sheep, How big any wool? Yes. Goat, yak, sheep. This is source of animals fiber. Wool is made up of animals' hair, like camel, llama, alpaca. This is proceed to yield wool. Okay, in our country, but in our country mostly sheep are reared from getting wool. We use sheep only. Okay, how the wool product from sheep? There are two types of fibers in sheep's hair. The first one is rough beard hair. Some sheep have roughy hair. Next one is the soft under hair, which is present just near to the skin of the sheep. Wool is made up from the soft hair the sheep because of its fine quality. Okay, how is the wool? Wool is used to make various wool fabrics like woolen cloths, sweaters. When we use the sweaters? As in snow. Autumn season, right? The first step of shearing. This is a process of wool separate from the animal fiber. Okay, the first step is shearing. What happening there? It is a process of removing the fleece. Fleece, what is fleece? Yes, the hairy growth. It has more hair, that is called fleece. So the process of removing the fleece of a sheep along with the thin layer of its skin, it is called shearing. It's nothing, just remove the fleece. Okay, shearing is conducted in hot weather, or yes, it's conducted only in hot weather because it's affect the sheep, so that the sheep do not feel any cold. Okay, the next step is scouring. In this process, dirty are removed from the hair. What happening here? In this scouring, the dirty are removed from the hair, fleece. Okay, it is generally done with the help of machines. Nowadays we have lot of machines, so this process is done by the modern machines. Okay, the next step is sorting. In this process, separating the hair of sheep according to their textures. Then removing of burrs. What happening here? In this step, the burrs or small fibers present on the hair are picked out. Then the hair is cleaned and dried out. The product so obtained is the wool that can now be converted into fibers. In step 5, coloring of wool fibers. That's dye. In this step, the fibers are dyed in different colors. Okay, we add some dyes because of colors. Okay.
Wool.
See this following video, dears.
Fibers are used to make yarn, which in turn is used to make fabric. Fibers obtained from plants are plant fibers, while those obtained from animals are animal fibers. For example, wool and silk. In this video, we will talk about wool. Some animals such as sheep, animal fiber, wool. Fibers are used to make yarn, which in turn is used to make fabric. Sheep have thick coat of hairy fibers on their body. It is called fleece. The question is, why do they have such a thick coat of hairs? Reason is simple. Fleece traps air. Since air is bad conductor of heat, therefore, heat does not pass from animal body into surrounding environment. This helps to keep their body warm. We obtain wool from fleece of sheep. The clothes made of wool keeps us warm. Basically, the skin of sheep have two types of hairs: coarse beard hair and fine soft underhair located close to skin. Wool is obtained from fine underhairs of sheep. There are some breeds of sheep which have only fine underhair. If we select parents which produce only soft underhairs, then they give birth to a sheep which will have only soft underhairs. So, it is possible to produce organism with desired characters by selecting the parent of similar characters such as soft underhair. The process is called selective breeding. There are other animals too which provides wool. For example, yak wool is popular in Tibet and Ladakh. Angora goats found in hilly regions like Jammu and Kashmir provides Angora wool. Wool is also obtained from the hairs of goats. The underhairs of Kashmiri goats are very soft. These are used to make fine shawls called pashmina shawls. In South America, animals such as llama and alpaca provides wool. Angora rabbit also provides wool. I hope you have understood this topic very well. Thanks for watching this video.
Okay, dears. So the process of wool obtained from the animal fibers. What is that? First one is shearing. Shearing means first we remove the fleece. Okay. Next is scouring. Scouring means remove the dirty from the hair. Next, shorted. They will twisted and it converted into the small fiber ball. Okay. Okay, dears. Why do animals living in hills or cold regions have you know thick hairs? Why do animals living in hill or cold region have you know thick hairs? Why? It has more hairs or lot of hairs. Why? Yes, because of trap heat and becomes a poor conductor of heat. Hair is a poor conductor and their hair keep their warm. Do you know camel? How the camel can survive in desert? Yes, it has hair on their skin. It protects from heat. Okay. Next, rearing. Rearing. It is the process of breeding, feeding and providing medical care to sheep. These animals are kept since they produce one or more useful products for the human being. You know what is rearing? Yeah, it's growth. Okay. What happening here? It is a process of breeding and feeding. Then what is breeding? Some special breeds of sheep are especially chosen to give birth to sheep which have only soft underhair. They select some variety only. Okay. So process of fiber is shearing, scouring, shorting, dyeing, straightening, rolling or weaving. Okay. Basics of fiber. What is that? Is only one is natural or artificial. Okay. The artificial fabrics are made from fibers obtained from natural or artificial sources. That artificial source, can you say any example? Is rayon, nylon, polyester. Fabric consists to thin strands called yarn, which is turned to consists of thinner strands called fiber. The fiber convert into yarn or filament. The filament convert into fabric, then cloth. Okay. See this. What is this? Yes, silk. Natural protein fiber is cultivated from the cocoon of mulberry silkworm larvae. That is silk. How the process of silk obtained? The first step is the moth lays egg. First it lays the egg. Then these eggs are hatched. This egg hatch and later to larvae. It's changed into larvae. The very important part of larvae. Larvae are the organisms that hatch from the eggs, or they also called the silkworm. Okay, what's they eat? Is mulberry leaves. What do the silkworm feed? Mulberry leaves. Okay. Next step is molting. What is molting? The shedding of the skin. Do you know what is shedding? Is removal of skin. The shedding of the skin of the growing larva of the silkworms. That is called molting. Shedding of the skin. So molting is what? Shedding of the skin. Can you say which animal can able to shedding of the skin? Yes, very good. Snake. We can see the snake shedding. Okay, dears. Can you understand? Yes. So what is molting? The shedding of the skin. Over here, what is molting? Shedding of the skin. Silkworm begins spinning their cocoons. Next the farmer collects the cocoons. So next process is silkworm begins spinning. It's spinning their cocoons. Next the farmer collect the cocoons. Next step is reeling. What is reeling? The farmer obtained the thread or filaments from the cocoons. That is called reeling. Okay. And the next process is after filament, what we want to do? Is spinning. Spinning yarn. So the process silks obtained from cocoons. Listen. The first step is moth lays the eggs. Next the eggs hatched the larva. Then larva feed on the mulberry leaves dated into cocoons, and the cocoons give the filament of fabric. Okay. The next one is sericulture. Do you know aquaculture? What is that? Apiculture is the large scale of honey. Aquaculture means it's a large scale of aquatic animals. Likewise, sericulture, rearing of silkworm to produce raw silk is called sericulture. Okay, the rearing of silkworm, that is called sericulture. In this process, silkworms are reared at appropriate temperature and humidity to get silk threads from cocoons. Okay. So processing silk obtained from cocoons. Cocoons are collected and left under the sun or boiled for separating out the silk fibers. After the trailing of silk is done, the process of unwinding silk from a cocoon. Then the spinning of silk fibers into threads is done. The silk threads obtained are woven into desired cloths. Okay. Natural fibers versus synthetic fibers. Natural fibers. The naturally occurring fibers that humans derive from plants or animals are known as natural fibers. Example: cotton, jute, wool, silk. Very good. Animal fibers and plant fibers. Synthetic fibers. Fibers are that are made by humans using chemical substance are known as synthetic or man-made fibers. These are more durable than natural fibers. For example, polyester, nylon, acrylic, etc. See this picture. Who is he? Yes, Mahatma Gandhi. What he do? Yes, this is charkha machine. Mahatma Gandhi initiated the Swadeshi movement by taking up the charkha machine. Okay, in this Swadeshi movement, and encouraged the Indians to spin their own cloth. The charkha became a symbol of self-sufficiency and freedom. So the people want to make their own clothes. Okay. The first national flag designed with the charkha machines. Okay, dears. In this chapter, we talked about fibers from plants and animals. Okay, read chapter 3 fully and draw the mind map. Okay, thank you.